I can't put the power I want to on this boxing glove. On this boxing bag. You want to know why? Because I tear my wrist up.
I can't feel, I can't get it out because everything's bending my wrist. It'd be less effective. I would end up hurting myself.
And you ain't knocking nobody out. Most definitely not Wilder with these. No, definitely gonna hurt yourself.
Oops. Up off net? Alright, man, look. Professional boxers know more about boxing than us YouTubers. Look, I'm fully aware of what you're saying in the comments, okay? I read the comments, and I hear what you all saying about my jump shot, how weak my jump shot is. Let me tell you something. I'm automatic from the corner. I ain't even got to look at the rim. Look at that. All net, baby. That's easy work. I ain't got to look at the rim, baby. Nothing but net. Now, can we just squash that? How good of a basketball player I really am. You know what I mean? Look. They wanted me in the league, and I told them no. Boxing's my sport, all right? Now, I wanted to talk about this, you know, because that I've already schooled you, all right? So now let's talk about the Boxing Insider. Boxing Insider had this interview with Larry Holmes, the Eastern Assassin. They had this interview with Larry Holmes. It was incredible. Larry Holmes, he said this.
Wilder didn't train properly, or he was overtrained because he had no energy.
I tried to tell you. Deontay Wilder, you were given the wrong excuse. Deontay Wilder fans, I gave you a chance, okay? I gave you a chance at the right excuse. Remember when I was talking about him overtraining, the short turnaround? Remember when I was talking about Kovalev and Canelo Alvarez? When everybody said it was impossible for Kovalev to beat Canelo Alvarez after that short turnaround, after the yard fight? If it's impossible for him, should it be impossible for Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder? Nobody wanted to say that. I'm not giving Deontay Wilder an excuse. I'm just saying that's a better excuse, a boxing excuse, than conspiracy, than someone putting something in his drink. That's why he was tired. No, you're talking about 2 major fights, 2 months apart, with training camps to boot. I'm not saying that he can't do it. I'm saying that's a better excuse. And Deontay Wilder, he looked good. Deontay Wilder looked good. Look at him. He looked good. But that doesn't mean he was going to fight well. Okay? That reminds me of how many 80s babies here? And that reminds me of all those 80s cartoons where the intros were fantastic. But then when you see the episode that's on this here,
yet it feared nothing.
Not quite the intro. Intro fantastic. Now the episode on this here.
All right, let's show them the hot seat in action.
Not quite the intro. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Dope. All right, man, look. Yeah, that's right. Let's talk about the big one. Inoue versus Casimero. Oops. All right, man, look. Let's get to the video. Look, I know I've been dragging my feet on this prediction, and we're right around the corner from the fight, okay? And I've been dragging my feet because I just don't know. It's such a hard fight for me to call, and I'm going to tell you why. It has everything to do with Casimero. It has everything to do with him, okay? And I'm going to tell you why, okay? Casimero, he struggled a bit at the beginning, okay? What I mean by that is one hell of a fighter, always been one hell of a fighter, but he's taken a couple losses, even a TKO by the hands of Delaney, right? Even a TKO then. He's taken a few losses, 4 losses? And it seems to have been every time he took that step up from like junior flyweight to flyweight, as if he just couldn't handle the extra weight, okay? But then all of a sudden, he settled in his style, making huge improvements, catching people with that left hook, knocking guys out, being poised, doing all those things. Go up to bantamweight, make some noise, and then defeat Tete for the WBO crown. And it made me think, it made me go to the head. It seemed to be so comparable to another Filipino great fighter, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Pac-Man, he took some of those early L's, right? He was even knocked out twice in the lower weight classes. You know, he was weight drained at times, trying to still make weight and do all those things. He was young, he went pro and as a teenager, very young, all those things. But when he settled in his size and settled in his style, all of that came crashing together all at once. And then Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao became a legend, an all-time great fighter with a great combination of skill, innovation, speed, and power, all crashed together at the right time to make an all-time great fighter. So when I look at Casimero, that's what I'm thinking. I see a guy who kind of had those growing pains, and now all of a sudden, he's this poised wrecking ball. Now he has an opportunity to unify, become lineal champion against Inoue, the monster. And we all know how good Inoue is. Wait, matter of fact, let me retract that. We know now how good he is after defeating Nonito Donaire at bantamweight. You beat Nonito Donaire at bantamweight. There's no question anymore. You're valid.
This is the home crowd now really get behind him. It's a lovely left to the body. Lovely shot.
Inoue with the power in both hands, go to the body well, good hand speed and combinations, just a perfect fighter. He has the X factor, crazy heart. He has all those things. Comeback warrior. And even him, you can kind of compare him to Manny Pacquiao. You're kind of looking at two Pacquiao Juniors here. Not saying that their style is that of Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, but just the combination of speed, power, tenacity, heart, discipline, innovation, all those things in these two guys, these two champions clashing together. April 25th is going to be a war. Right now, if I had to call who would be victorious, I would have to call it for Inoue. All because of him defeating Nonito Donaire at bantamweight. But then on top of that, you have this feeling that it's his time now. It's his time. And I know Casimero exists in the same time, but it's kind of like Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao and Marquez. Yeah, Marquez, a fantastic fighter, one of the greats, but he happened to exist at the same time as Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, and it was Manny Pacquiao's time. I get that sense here with Inoue, so I'm giving the edge to Inoue here. Now, if he looks dynamic and fantastic and blows him out the water, that says something else. Me, I'm predicting a close fight. I think Casimero is too good of a fighter to get blown out. Actually, I think it's going to be a fight with drama. Why? Because Casimero just got power and he sits in the exchange. He throws combinations of his own, but his left hook, he turns all the way into it. And that's something Inoue has to look out for. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. And ShowBizz the dope. I'm telling you, man, Wilder, you gave the wrong excuse, okay? It wasn't your suit. It was that 2.5 month turnaround. I'm out. Huh.